Hello, my name is Father Vincent Druding, and I'm a priest here at Holy Cross Church in the Bronx. And I'm making this video especially to call all Catholics, Christians, and Jews, people of biblical faith, but also all people of goodwill, to join us in 3 days of prayer and fasting for the United States election. And this will take place from October 29th through Saturday, October 31st. It's been a horrific year, and there is a general consensus today that the 2020 election is a pivotal point in our nation's history. People of faith cannot sit idly by with so much at stake, and with radically different values hanging in the balance for the governance of our civil society. Many people of faith lament that as a nation, we have lost sight of God, and so we're lost and in the danger of self-destruction. How can we regain our sight of God and find our way and avoid further destruction? By the purity of our hearts. Our Lord Jesus Christ said in Matthew chapter 5, verse 8, "Blessed are the pure of heart, for they will see God." We need to purify our hearts. And that's why I'm calling for these 3 days of fasting and prayer before the election from October 29th to the 31st. Our parish here in the Bronx, Holy Cross Church, is also inviting parishioners to fast and pray on Election Day, November 3rd. Why? People of biblical faith know that prayer and fasting are an efficacious way of reaching the heart of God with our petitions. They are proven ways of purifying our hearts and effective means of overcoming evil. The city Nineveh was spared from imminent destruction when all of her members prayed and fasted, from the king to the poorest citizens. Queen Esther called for prayer and fasting, and it spared the genocide of her people. Our Lord Jesus Christ himself prayed and fasted and defeated Satan's temptations. St. Paul reminds us that our enemies are not flesh and blood, but principalities and powers. And we need to put on the armor of God in the spiritual battle we face daily, especially at this time. And we can do that through prayer and fasting. If people of faith and goodwill would do as Nineveh did, we will experience great graces. We will regain our vision of God and push back against the powers of darkness. And there is a lot at stake. And as that is true, it can be confusing and overwhelming as we prepare to vote. But there is a critical point to make here. For all those who are Catholic, our bishops have said that there is a primordial moral issue that our nation faces: abortion. The right to life is the most fundamental of all rights. Here is a clear statement from the United States Conference of Catholic Bishops' 2020 guide called Forming Consciences for a Faithful Citizenship, which places the right to life in a preeminent place for voters. The document says, "Our moral obligation to oppose intrinsically evil acts has a special claim on our consciences and actions. Of these, abortion is a preeminent priority because it directly attacks life." It is clear that for Catholics, the right to life is not one moral issue among others. It is preeminent. We should not support a candidate or party platform that advocates for the destruction of innocent human life in the womb. This position is non-negotiable and only admits of exceptions in the gravest of circumstances. And I believe that the pure heart will see this truth and act accordingly. My hope is that by prayer and fasting, Catholics, Protestants, and Jews, and all people of clear conscience will have the courage to vote with that conviction. There should be no wavering on that issue. The saints have much to teach us. Saint Teresa of Calcutta famously said, "We must not be surprised when we hear of murders, of killings, of wars, of hatred. If a mother can kill her own child, what is left for us but to kill each other? And a nation that kills its children in the womb has lost its soul." In the light of the resurrection of Jesus Christ, hope springs eternal. And so we have reason to hope that one day there will be a conversion of hearts, not just a change of laws, but a deep solidarity of brothers and sisters, fellow human beings, in the proclamation that all human life is sacred and worthy of protection, and above all, worthy of love. Please share this video with others and join us in 3 days of fasting and prayer from October 29th to the 31st for the purity of our hearts, so that as a nation, we will see God again. God bless you.